Lydia out. Turns out there are actually thousands of you. She's over there right now with her friends and family, and Andy. But I'm coming to this beautiful, charming man.
Oh, you do it so well.
It wobbles really nicely. Oh, squeeze. Now, you've crashed my studio a couple of times this series. I'm really like
I borrowed it for a whole show. Thank you.
Yeah, you did.
Thank
so
you
I
for
thought
that.
I'd come up here tonight.
Yeah, why not?
So how was tonight for you?
Really good. I think it was one of those evictions that you're hoping for when the crowd are just so... get them out, get them out. So
they were brutal.
They were brutal. I mean, but Lydia handled it really well. And,
Stop preempting my questions.
Sorry, but she did.
How did Lydia handle crowd?
Well, I'll tell you how she handled it. Because I think in those situations, as I said to Aaron, who won the series last year, it's not real. It's just panto. People just get carried away. They don't mean it. Well, I hope they don't mean it.
That was severe panto, though. I felt sorry for her.
It was, yeah. And also, sometimes I think, can we close the eye? They're like, leave the eye open.
Leave it open.
But, she's confident. She's independent. She's got it all. She doesn't mind. She can handle it. Yeah, she can handle it.
How much do you think the house is going to miss her? I think the house is going to miss her big time.
Do you know what? I think she got 6 nominations. It's a lot. I could tell you 6 people who won't miss her.
No, I know, but the house as a whole. The house itself.
I think as a viewer,
and as a viewer, we're going to miss her massively.
Because I think she caused a lot of the drama that was fun to watch. So I just hope now someone else kind of steps it up. But who?
I don't know. How many nominations did you get?
I was never nominated for the public vote. I was always just vote to win.
Him in the face?
Vote to win. I don't know how, because I'm sure every week here I get about 20 nominations.
I voted for you
That's just the crew.
Week.
I know.
Even though you were never up.
Never. Get him out.
Now I'm hearing I'm hearing next week. There's major, massive things going on, and the house is going to be divided.
Divided. And I think that it'll last nearly a whole week. It's a big task. People together.
How is it divided?
I can't tell you because I don't really know. I know there is a divide, and people have to do stuff to win stuff, and people going against each other. How will they divided? Who will be paired off? I want to see people who don't like each other paired off.
I know how they're divided.
I kind of want to see Lauren and Ashley together.
I'm not going to tell you how they're divided. No, and I'm not going to tell you how they're divided.
I'll put some money here.
Are you looking forward to it, though?
Yes, of course I am. I think that's amazing.
I just wonder if you're still liking it.
Yeah.
Still loving it.
I'm loving it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's lovely to see you. And I suppose you're not coming down to see us, are you? No, you're going to go to a trailer and drink.
Of course I am. Be nice to Lydia now.
I'm nice to Lydia. I'm nice to Lydia every day. I love Lydia. I've had about 2 bottles. Thank you.
Love the red hair, by the way.
Thank you very much. Lydia, come on, your property a bit on the side.
Bye, Lydia.
On the side. Swing ball might not be an Olympic sport, but gossiping about housemates late night and Channel 5 is, and I am the reigning champion. It's Friday night, and it's eviction night number 4. Lydia is going to be joining us very shortly. But in the meantime, we are hoping for a bish of this.
Oh, shit.
A bash of this.
What are you fucking looking at, Sam?
And hopefully a bosh of this.
I love cock.
Fingers crossed. A combination of faces old and new for the panel tonight. Before Nasty Nigel, our own Nasty Nick, and even Nasty Nick Cotton, she was the original TV Queen of Mean. Thankfully, the Spaghetti Junction was clear tonight, so she's made it bang on time. It's New Faces legend, Nina Mishkoff. He's the Aaron-baiting, Alex-loving, blue-willed Brummy of Big Brother 12. I love him. If we could afford the music cue, he'd be walking down those stairs to the Macarena tonight, but quite frankly, we haven't got the budget. It's Tom O'Connell. And since leaving the house, he's had a very pleasurable week, enjoying some much-needed alone time. Just when you thought it was safe to get back in the shower, Benedict's here! OK, so let's crack on eviction number 4. Can you believe it? Yeah. Number 4. It's going so quick. Nina, did the right person leave this evening?
No, absolutely not. I think Lydia will going to be hugely missed by the viewers because she's smart, bright, manipulative, all of those things, intelligent, and things happen around her. I think it's a great shame. I mean, it's not that I wanted Dina to go, but I think Dina got a sympathy vote because of what Connor had said earlier in the week. And I think that's what's happened, really.
As we all know, I hope you all know, Connor is on a formal warning, so he's being monitored very closely by Big Brother for what he said, because it was, as we have already said, disgraceful. What did you lot think? Did the right person go this evening? Let's go to Paul first. Let him have his say.
The wrong person went. And first of all, may I apologise to Benedict and Lydia, because everyone I vote to save gets evicted.
It's Paul's vote.
And I have to say, it's unbelievable. Year after year, the public vote out the most interesting characters. And it's as simple as that.
Does anybody think the right person went? Yeah, you've shouted yes. You can't giggle now and not say anything.
No, she definitely was the right person to go. She
Why?
was so... Oh, God. Voting Dina out, being so two-faced, she was awful, awful, awful. She really deserved it. She did, the way she acted. Oh, I've got a famous boyfriend, poor Andy. Who are you? Who are you? You know, now everyone knows who he is. I think she just wanted, like, an OK deal, you know, like for a wedding and things like that, because... Really, 70% of the people don't even know who Andy is. And now she's sort of made him famous, hasn't she? So...
I personally would love Lydia to still be in there. I really would. I think most people who come to the show or watch the show know that I was a Lydia fan because she was cracking for the house. Were you a fan, Tom?
I was a fan as a viewer. I thought she was a brilliant housemate, but... Since Lydia's been kicked out, I am thinking Dina is... Even though she hasn't added much thus far, Lydia is 10 to the dozen in there. They all act in a very bitchy, manipulative way. And she was sloppy with it. At least be like Luke S and be coy and sly about it. So hopefully we'll get to see...
Do you think Luke S is coy and sly?
I think he's playing a very clever game, because the best game players are the ones that you don't know are playing one.
Yeah.
Lydia was obvious and sloppy. Dina is the only girl in there that acts like a lady, so I think she brings a touch of class to Big Brother.
Yeah.
So let's keep her in, and she might add a different dynamic.
And maybe now that Lydia's out, we might see Dina come through a little bit more.
She was holding her down. She was suppressing her. She was telling her to her face, you know, I'm there for you, even though they did argue. But I think... If anything, Lydia hindered Dina, and hopefully she'll come through now, because I definitely think she adds a different dynamic than what the others do.
Yeah. Benedict, were you surprised by the result?
No, I wasn't surprised in any way. I mean, I've since been out, you know, I've had a read around, and there's an awful lot of hatred for Lydia. I think a lot of that's unwarranted, really. I mean, I get that, yes, she's conniving, she's scheming.
And it's a very harsh word.
It is a very harsh word. And also the other thing is, you know, people wonder why I got on with Lydia, but I had a lot of fun with Lydia. You don't see the fun side and the nice side of her, you know, because it's not great television. Her being
Someone said we saw the fun side of you in the shower.
Well, yes, I tried to put that across. So I think it's unfortunate. And again, you know, she is playing a game, and it is a game, you know, ultimately. So she went in there scheming and conniving because we were allowed to talk about nominations.
I think that was the surprise this year, is that it's the very first time, really, that it's been a game from the beginning and an outright game that we've all sat down and watched. So I think maybe that is why she's ruffled feathers, because people aren't used to seeing it so... Well, I don't even know if she's playing the game. She'll be here in a minute, so I'll ask her. Nina, Lydia, I think it's fair to say, was the bigger of the two characters.
Absolutely.
So another one, obviously, has gone. Benedict was a big character. I think Victoria showed a lot of promise as being a big character. So why do we keep booting off these big characters, do you think?
Because we don't like people to get above themselves, and she came in and had a supposedly sort of famous boyfriend. From the beginning, people thought, oh, who does she think she is? Is she a bit stuck up? Does she think she's better than we are? And whether she did or not, she's been branded with that.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's her fault.
No.
But, you know, she hasn't helped herself in any way, but I think that's put the people's hackles up. from the beginning, through no fault of her own.
Yeah.
And then when they see her conniving and scheming, then it compounds it a bit. But it's only because she's a smart woman. She's really bright. I mean, mind you, compared to most of the people in there, you know, a tadpole would be bright.
She did say that she's on the ball and she's got it all sussed.
Well, she is
To a certain extent.
Yeah, she is. You know, she is overconfident about herself. But then on the other hand, she's defending herself because she's being attacked. She heard all the boos last week. She's been voted out. If she doesn't stand up for herself, who is going to?
Yeah, precisely. And I think you have to do that in there. You have to have, as Connor said tonight to Lauren, you've got to have some balls in the house, haven't you? Really.
And however smart and confident and aggressive you are, inside yourself, you're still a human being. So if you hear people booing you, nobody wants to be disliked.
No.
Nobody wants to be rejected.
Not at all.
And she's been rejected.
At the beginning,
Strong woman.
she should have been nicer, you think?
She's a strong woman.
She's
She's an absolute strong woman. She's a strong-minded woman who has her own opinions. And they brought her down because most of them are young in there who haven't got a clue.
Yeah.
And basically, she knew her own mind. Yeah, she had a famous boyfriend. So what? You know.
She's very strong-willed.
Yeah, she's very
She is.
strong-minded, and people find that intimidating, especially blokes.
Do we, apart from Benedict, because he's a very strong man, do we think, watching tonight's show, there seemed to be a bit of harmony in the beginning of the show until the shopping arrived and then it all went tits up, as we all saw. So do we think this week we might see some more integration in the groups?
No.
Yeah, I think no? No.
It'll all backfire again.
Why?
Well, because of all the tobacco and there's non-smokers and everything else to go on with it, you know. It's all like, it's divided, the house is all divided, isn't it?
So you don't think Lydia leaving will make a difference?
No, not at all.
What was that?
I think Ashley's going to try and take over.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because obviously Lydia was the strong character, and obviously Caroline, she was already like causing problems and being a bit sneaky.
Yeah.
But I think definitely Ashley, because she tried to step up as well, especially because she's going out with
Luke
S. Yeah, I keep getting...
Can Ashley rule the house?
Can she? Has she got the brains to? I don't know. This is a girl who's got no idea where eggs come from. I don't think she can rule other people, no.
She's got a face unclouded by thought, completely unclouded by thought. Is she the stupidest person you've ever clapped eyes on? Seriously.
I'm not sure if in her case, having the blonde hair made her more intelligent. I don't know if taking that away has killed the brain cells even more.
Let's get back to Lydia, because after all, it is her eviction night. Do you think she will it be noted and noticed in the house that she's gone?
Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely.
Will the housemates take notice of it?
Oh, totally. Because she was such a strong character, and you know, she did start a lot of arguments. She would make her opinion known. She would go around scheming. I don't know how much. I think she's even done a bit of scheming this week, even though you're not allowed to talk about nominations. So I think, she'll definitely be missed, particularly by Adam and Luke A. And Lauren. She'll definitely be missed.
They've seemed to form quite a tight bond this week, which was quite nice. Do you think, Nina, she has a future in the public eye?
She could do if she plays it correctly. But I mean, there is so much sort of public antipathy. I mean, hatred for her and Andy as a couple, because who do they think they are? They're not even famous.
Which is such a shame, because Andy is such a lovely guy.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
He's such a lovely guy.
It's really the public saying, who do you think you are? He hasn't put himself up as being famous. And to be fair, she said at the beginning, he was known 10 years ago. She's not saying he's the biggest star in creation now. So it's not their fault. So if she can overcome that.
Yeah.
You know, if you remember, Katie from The Apprentice was a really strong woman.
Yes.
And she's made a very good career herself. So
she
why
has.
not? If she's smart enough, she might be able to do it.
OK, well, only time will tell. We'll find out. That's what everybody in here thinks, which is all very well, but this is your show, and we want you to have your say. If you have any questions for Lydia, she'll be answering them in our sweaty box a little bit later on. You can reach her on Twitter or through our website. Right, join us after the... Join us after the break, when we'll treat you to yet more exclusive footage as we see how the house is coping after Lydia's departure. And the woman herself is going to be here to have a Paxman-style grilling. We'll see you in a bit. on the side, David Cameron's favourite television show, so says his Wikipedia page. I updated it 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I didn't really. I didn't. Before anybody kicks off, I didn't do anything. Now, I don't want you to start getting all blasé about all these exclusives, but we have another one for you. Would you like to see it?
Yeah! Don't let other people influence you, because you said to yourself you're not a sheep.
Exactly, yeah.
So...
But I think everyone is, if people are saying things, everyone's going to be influenced and take that into it. Like, the thing is, I did really like Lydia. But, you've got to someone, haven't you?
No, I'm talking about me. Like, I thought we had good, relationship.
I can't say.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But,
yeah, okay.
I didn't.
Okay. Stop. Yeah. Okay.
But anyway.
Yeah.
I felt really bad for Lydia when she has to go out there and smile and wave to all the people. And
it was a bit harsh.
Horrible. I came over with shakes and my eyes were. I just couldn't. I just didn't like it at all.
It was harsh. She's very, very strong.
At least she'll have a fiance there.
Yeah. She's got a good life outside.
Yeah, exactly.
That was definitely a rule break, in my opinion. Just because you don't say the word nomination doesn't mean you're not breaking the rules. I have a feeling they may be punished tomorrow. Yes. OK, before we meet the lady herself, shall we see her worst bits? Hello.
Oh my gosh. Lydia.
Lydia, please stand up.
I actually give up. Like, I literally fucking give up.
My fiancé will be supporting you though now because he knows you're my friend.
Shit. I've actually got a famous fiancé. Andy.
But does anyone know in here who he is?
No.
It's Andy, Peter.
Are we going to get married this year, yeah? Fucking know I'm a dancer because that's what I do.
I was working as a model before I came.
That was absolutely amazing. Some people would say ruthless, only when I have to be. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
You've stitched me up. If looks could kill, stay away.
She is the Terminator. She searches and she destroys. Search and destroy. Target acquired.
How devious can a dancer be, really? Don't want to shoot strip, but
They're fucking taking the piss all night. But you've got to pick off the one that's the weakest.
Well, when people get to know me, they absolutely love me. Like, everyone can just go away. I don't care. If everyone hates me, they hate me.
I don't need to, communicate who I've danced for.
I'm going to fucking lose it, I tell you that right now. Robbie Williams and Kanye West and Kylie, people like Arlene Phillips, Denise Van Outen, Lisa Scott-Lee have been very influential in my whole career. What the fuck are you talking about? I would hope that they remembered me as just being someone who was honest, truthful.
Lydia's actually a really good girl. She's a cool chick.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Fuck off. I'm going to shave my legs in peace.
Thank you, Lydia. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss with Big Brother?
No, I think that's it for now, but
After a busy 3 weeks of birthdays, bitching and bolognese, the self-proclaimed underdog has barked her last. She's stepped out of her fiancé's shadow and she is in our studio. Take it away, Jeff.
Yes, I've been broken hearted since the day we parted. Did I ever let you go? Now I really know
I could never let you go. Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.
Gutted?
I am actually. I'm disappointed that you're out of the house because what I think those kids in there need is a strong woman.
Yeah.
And now you're not here, I'm just going to have to be sent in myself. What do you think?
Definitely, yeah.
You are looking as awesome as ever, by the way.
Thank you, darling. This is an Alf short.
Okay.
You did quite fabulous yourself, dear.
Thanks.
Loving the shoes,
I
loving
can't
the
say who I'm wearing because I'm not allowed to and all that. Lydia.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I mean, it was an interesting response when I came out of the
It was brutal.
house. Yes, but do you know what? I'm glad I'm here because I'm glad I've got the opportunity to put my point across and have a chat and, just talk about what's really been going on.
Absolutely. Although, again, it keeps happening. Two people go up that you really don't want to see go, I don't think, and you added so much to that house that there will be a gaping hole in it now that you're gone. Do you not agree? Right, I promise you, we are not going to talk about Andy. Because this is about you.
I love him so much.
No,
Okay,
I know,
okay.
but this is about you, and this is your eviction night. But the one person we are going to start with is Dina.
Yes.
You nominated her twice.
I did.
If you thought the group should stick together, why take out an ally?
At that point, I wasn't very close to her, and there was something about her I just didn't trust. And when she put me up in the first week, I think I just held a little bit of a... it was a little bit of a kind of thing of like, well, I didn't think she offered that much to the house. I just didn't. Like, when you're in there, it's very different. And she, you know, she was immune, but she was in bed, moping around. And I was like, oh, my God, you've got immunity, and you're acting like this is, like, the worst place in the world, and I'm up for eviction. I don't want to leave.
Yeah.
And you've put me in this position. I thought she could have at least just like been happy to have been in the house at that point. So that just rubbed me up the wrong way, and she'd make little comments to me and things like that I was kind of unsure about, and I didn't trust her. And I also always thought that if we were friends in a way that we'd be tarnished with the same brush. I just got this feeling, and I think ultimately it did happen. It became this Dina and Lydia thing, and it did.
I think that's not part of the reason why you're here, but we did seem to see you two a lot together.
Yeah.
So when you did nominate her, it was a bit like,
I totally,
oh, wow.
I can
What's
totally...
that about? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can
Do you
totally
think
see
she
that.
ever nominated you?
She might have. She was very...
I know she put you up, obviously, on the first
she was
night,
very
but-
nervous on the night that we came live to the studio, and I think she thought that it was going to show the people that we nominated as opposed to just who was up. And she seemed very nervous that week, so possibly that week, yeah.
She never nominated you?
No. So, do you know what? And that's fine, but I would always do it the same thing again, and I would always stick to it.
Okay.
Definitely.
We saw on tonight's show that Big Brother asked you what you would miss about Dina.
Yeah.
And you said the knife in my back.
Yeah. I don't really mince my words, sorry.
I know you don't. What knife were you talking about?
She honestly, with me, she would make little digs and little comments, and she used to say to me, "You've got a really devious mind." And she I don't know, she just used to say things that rubbed me up the wrong way, and I always felt like she was very wary of me. And there was a thing with Becky where, you know, Becky became very wary of me because Dina had sort of put it into her mind, and I might have been being totally paranoid, like everyone was in the house, but I did feel like she was always very wary of me, and it made me wary of her.
Do you think you were so wary, you know, maybe that is the problem. Were you so wary of everybody because from the beginning, you could all talk about nominations, and as we've talked about, you know, quite a lot, this is the first time it's ever really been played like a game from the beginning and so openly.
Yeah. I think people don't realise what position I was in. I was up first, and I knew I was in such a vulnerable position for the next week because Connor got the most votes, and then I was obviously second. And the boys, I actually found out that Luke, Aaron and Connor had already started a little alliance, and I knew I was their target. So it was kind of like, okay, do I just go down and just take it, or do I try and fight back?
I can't imagine you just going down and taking it.
No.
You don't seem like that kind of person.
No. So I just was like, okay, do you know what? I'm going to just stand and face it. And I wanted to be there, and ultimately that's why I was doing it, because I was grateful that I'd been put on the show, and I know so many people want to do it, and I just thought, I don't want to just leave and just go. I just want to fight it. That's just what I wanted to do.
You were the only non-drinker in the house.
Yes.
Do you think that created problems? And was it quite difficult for you being the only non-drinker?
Do you know what? I'm normally like, as soon as I hear music, I literally will dance by myself in a corner like a lunatic. Like I literally don't need alcohol. And so I think it was okay in that sense. The only time I ever felt left out was things like drinking games, and then you can't really get involved. But I think I tried, for the most part, to just get stuck in and you know, still be the life and soul of the party even without the liquor.
Yeah. So first housemate out was Victoria.
Yes.
Second, Benedict, who's over there.
Chris.
Third, you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like they're taking out the older housemates?
Oh, God, of course. And I'm only 26. Like, I'm not, like, you know, it's like older, but it's like, God, I'm not even that much older than them. But I think we're just at a different stage in our life. And I think we've come on, I think all of us came on with something to maybe prove. And I think they've just come on just for the crack and the experience. And I think that was where the divide was, definitely. I think we were all trying to beat a stereotype. And I think they've just come on to just 100% have a good time.
I think as much as they've come on for the crack and everything, a few of them are also there to really play that game?
Oh, I mean, the thing is I've always been very honest about the fact that, yes, I was thinking tactically and logically for quite a lot of it, but at the same time, the younger people in the house are the ones that, I call them the snipers, like, they are the ones that will take you out, and there's no bones about it. I'm just very honest in the way that I'm like, OK, yes, I am playing it a little bit, but they're just more underhand with it.
Yeah.
But I think it'll come across later in the series.
We call you the insiders and the outsiders because you lot were always outside and they were always inside.
Yeah.
Very simple, really.
Yeah.
One thing that we have to respect about you is your honesty.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at you.
Some of the behaviour in here is disgusting, I'll tell you that much. Yes, I might have been underhand in the diary room and nominated someone, but for God's sake, at least it was behind their back and not to their face like I've just had to deal with. And I tell you what, people can say two-faced or talking behind people's backs. It's a hell of a lot better than treating people like how I've just been treated face-to-face. I can assure you of that.
In retrospect,
yes.
Do you think it might have been better to say things to people's faces?
Yeah, I think I did. For the first couple of weeks, I had some very uncomfortable conversations with housemates to try and... I even had one with Benedict.
That's what was quite weird, because you were very upfront and honest, and then all of a sudden we saw a switch in you, and you just started doing it.
Yeah, I don't know, you've probably seen it, I don't really think to myself that there was a switch, but obviously there was, and that was obviously my demise. But I just, with Dina, I just knew that if I told her I didn't really like her that much and that I was wary of her, I felt like she was going to turn the whole house against me. So she was the only person I wasn't really, like, that direct with. I was even, like, Benedict, we had a company, you know, even my friends, I was trying to be very... But then I think maybe I just got to the point where I thought I was probably doing it too much. Right. And I think I probably felt like I needed to just do what everyone else was doing because nobody else was doing it.
Yeah.
So it was almost a bit like, oh, God, I think this is possibly the wrong thing to be doing.
This week, we saw you get tactical when you were gunging people. Do you think that was possibly your finest hour?
I enjoyed it.
You were ruthless.
I enjoyed it. You know, it was an opportunity to kind of almost show the sheep and let people see. Show the sheep and let people see. And people were shocked. Caroline was shocked at Scott and Becky, you know, and it gave people an opportunity to see that, you know, there are other people in there that are being underhanded that were very nice to my face and that clearly nominated me. So I was just trying to show that.
OK. Now, Lucas's part in the task was that he could watch nominations.
Yes.
And he said no. It took him a long time, but he did say no. Would you have watched them?
Oh, absolutely. Do you even need to ask her?
No, but I was really hoping that's what you'd say.
Of course I would. Oh my God, in there, any little bit of insight is like it's quite important.
Yeah, because 5 points really, I suppose, was not a lot.
No.
But then he did say afterwards, had I have watched those noms, we would have only had 95 points, and it would have been my head on the chopping block. It's been noted in the house that food is currency. But more than anyone, you seem to realise that knowledge was power. Did you enjoy sitting back and watching it all unfold?
Yeah, and
kind of sizing people up.
Yes, I definitely did that. I kind of was noticing a lot of things, and I definitely was sitting back and just kind of taking note of each person and noting like the groups and the conversations and stuff. So yeah.
Do you think anybody else was doing that? I would imagine Benedict was probably.
I think they were all doing it in their own little way. It's just not that obvious to everyone else. But when you're in there, it's very obvious that every single person in there has gone in this year to be quite sly in their own little ways. And some people might not even notice it.
Right.
But definitely every single person in there is there to win.
OK. Well, if knowledge is power, would you like to watch a private conversation that I think you'd quite enjoy hearing?
Oh, no. Do I really want to?
It's not about you.
I had an awful day.
It's not about you.
No, OK, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, OK, let's do it.
What's going on there? What are you squinting at?
Colin and Ashley just went down.
She fancies him so much. Yeah, she said it herself. They've got more chemistry
they haven't got.
Fucking Luke have got.
No. That's what I was saying.
100%.
You can talk to people like Lauren. I've got fucking no idea what they're fucking talking about. I'm sorry. I've got no idea how to cook. Them two are fucking like married couple chopping fucking onions and carrots. I'm sitting there watching them.
They're still in there, aren't they?
Huh?
They're still in there talking.
Yeah.
And she's meant to have her boyfriend. And she's gone for late night rendezvous. Weird.
I don't want him to feel awkward.
It won't make me feel awkward.
Yeah, but I don't...
But if you explain exactly what
It's
we
just
mean...
me being a stupid little fucking arsehole. I don't get what I'm doing. Like, I'm just stupid.
Are you surprised that all isn't rosy?
What, between her and Luke?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no chemistry whatsoever. She's really fancies Connor. She was...
Do you think?
Yeah, she was very open about it. She said that he was the first person that she was attracted to in the house. They're always play fighting, hugging. Luke's always got a bit of a look on his face like he's getting pissed off because he, you know, they have got some serious chemistry, Connor and Ashley. And he does go on about his girlfriend all the time, and I'm not saying anything's going on, but she definitely has a soft spot for him. And her and Luke, literally, there's just no chemistry whatsoever.
She seems a little bit like she can't quite believe her luck, though, with Lucas. I think, is that the way it's coming across a little bit? Like, you know, she's quite paranoid about Lauren and Luke.
Honestly, Lauren is she's just a people pleaser. She's just one of those people. She's really not doing anything wrong at all. And I think Ashley's definitely reading it wrong. Lauren's got no feelings whatsoever towards any of the boys in the house.
OK. Lydia, we're out of time. I'm so sorry. You have been such a brilliant housemate. Thank you so much, Lydia. If you've got any questions for Lydia, send them into the digital team. They're going to be interviewing her after the show for the online exclusive. Details should be on the screen now. Right. She's also going to be taking your calls in Jamie's phone room this weekend. So if you've got any questions or you're just lonely on a Saturday night, then why not pick up the phone and give us a ring on the number that you can see on the screen. Still to come, you need to brace yourself because I'm going to be throwing you over there and into the audience. See you in a bit. Big Brother's bit on the side. The misfits to the main show's holograms. Truly outrageous. Does anyone know what that means? Yeah. Neither do I, but apparently it's a Gem reference. I did warn everybody that these links would get weirder and camper, and it's actually happening. So, earlier on, she handled Brian and myself with grace, poise and charm, but now Lydia has got to cope with the panel and the audience. So, Nina, if you would like to kick us off.
Yes, well, Lydia, have you considered the possibility that you might make quite a bit of money from doing a custard commercial?
Oh, God! It was so awful. It was really, honestly, it was awful. But yes, I mean, I'm open to any offers, any serious offers. At this point, that might be the only thing that I get after the show, a custard commercial.
Well, it could work, because they could show footage of you not eating custard and then enjoying their custard.
But I did finish it. That's all I'm going to say.
Took a long time. And the other thing I wanted to ask you was, as you're obviously a woman who's used her brain in the house, who is the thickest person in there?
Oh,
there's a lot of competition.
I'm going to have to give that one to my friend Aaron, I think. Yes.
Not Ashley?
So? No, Ashley's not stupid. She's not stupid. She's actually quite bright. I think she plays on it a little bit.
What about the egg thing?
Huh?
The egg thing. Do you know about the egg?
What is the egg thing? No,
She didn't know where eggs came from. She didn't know what an egg was.
She didn't realise what an egg was.
I don't honestly. Yeah. To be honest, I don't want to say anything that bad about her because she's a nice girl, and I think that maybe there's some things that she's not that clear about. But you know, I think she's quite bright. I think she's brighter than people think.
Okay, Tom.
Yeah, Ashley's not stupid, she's just sluttish. No. So, I want to know, obviously we all know about the upcoming nuptials. Will any of the housemates, do you like them any of them enough to actually invite them to the wedding?
Yes. Benedict, if you'd like to accept.
Thanks for that, Tuesday. I haven't answered the questions yet. You might not answer the question.
Horrible. I'm really good friends with Luke Hay, Adam, Lauren, and who else? I keep forgetting everyone's names. Sarah's actually a really nice girl as well. Caroline is really funny, and Victoria as well. I liked Victoria. I got on with Victoria.
Also.
Go on, Tom.
You cut me up, Em. That's fine.
No. I'm just thinking of time, and we've got audience members to get to as well.
Right. Because I also agree with you. Why do you think Becky's fake? Because I think she's fake.
It's the actress thing, and whenever there's a task or something she knows is going to probably be shown on TV, then the real personality, she gets the personality out. So that's the only thing that I thought was kind of fake.
Benedict.
I know the real you, at least I know there's a
Yeah.
lovely side to you, but
Yeah.
unfortunately that didn't come across on TV.
Okay.
What came across a lot of scheming, conniving.
Okay.
Now, you accused me of possibly being a pawn, P-A-W-N, in my games. Having watched the footage, was I a pawn in any of your games?
Absolutely not. No, Benedict. No. I'm always very honest, and the answer to that is no. 100% not.
Okay.
I missed you so much when you left.
Audience? Let's go to the audience.
Oh, God.
Do you feel your game plan was ruined by not being able to talk about nominations?
Absolutely, yeah. God, it smashed it to pieces. I was devastated. I was like, that's
You've
it.
got to love this girl's honesty. You really do.
I was like, that's my chance is gone. Yeah.
And him?
Hi, Lydia.
Hello.
Everyone accused you of having a game plan when you were in the house. Now you're out. Do you still have a game plan for the next few months? And do you think you'll carry on dancing?
A plan, probably.
A plan for... yeah, I mean, I love music, dancing, it's what I do, it's what I'm passionate about, it's what I'm best at. So, yeah, I'd love to just carry on with what I do. Yeah, it's my absolute passion in the whole wide world, so yes.
I think you've answered my question earlier when you was in the seat. Did you find any of the other girls a threat?
A threat? No, I have to give them credit though. I mean, they're no, it's not that. They're actually all very, very clever, and I don't know if that comes across, but everyone in there is definitely. They all have game plans. They're all very clever, and their minds are working constantly. And I just think that I don't know if that's come across, but they all the girls, all the boys, they're all thinking all the time. Yeah. 100%. Okay.
Hi, Lydia.
Hello.
Do you find no? Oh, I forgot the question.
Don't be nervous. Just get it out. It's fine.
Do you have your own identity now that you've gone on the game show?
Yes, I don't know quite what identity this is that I formed for myself, but...
Well, no, I think what it was when you went in there,
Yeah.
you kind of said, you know, you wanted to kind of step out of Andy's shadow a little bit and to have your own identity.
Yeah.
So I think that's what...
I think a lot of the times people don't realise you'll go somewhere with your partner and a lot of people, they just want to talk to him and you kind of get, you know, left out. And I think I definitely wanted that to change in my relationship. I wanted people to be able to talk to me and be interested in me as well. And I think hopefully now that will have happened, yeah.
Lydia, I think people are definitely interested in you. That's very fair. No,
good.
Honestly, in a good way. I
Thank
think
you, Emma.
every year there is always one memorable housemate. I think this year we have two. And I'm not just saying it because you two are here. We know why you're memorable. Still to come, we'll have all the latest news from the house and we'll be putting your questions to Lydia. We'll see you soon. Oh, hello. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the side. Don't mind me. I'm just doing my tash. Here's today's news. At 10:30 this morning, things heat up again with group divisions.
You don't feel left out anymore, do you?
No. But now I'm finding it hard, like, you know, the other night...
Obviously, you can cry to me, I'll make you feel better, because in the diary room, they can't give you a cuddle.
But, like, you know, the other night when Connor was really upset?
Yeah.
Well, I gave him a cuddle because I felt really bad for him.
Yeah.
And then I came out here and don't repeat this. Like, you're allowed to be Luke or like cuddling him. You're supposed to be our friend.
Who said that?
These lot. Lydia,
They don't like him.
Adam. And I was just
They're very dubious of
I
him.
was just like, well...
yeah.
And I didn't really know what to say. I was like, but he's my friend.
But, yeah, no, they're very dubious of him. And there's nothing to be dubious about, like... Yeah, no, I know.
Is a new alliance brewing? Watch this space. At 2:14 this afternoon, Aaron gives us an update on his love life.
I'm only friends with a girl. People are just doing this and it's winding me up now.
Some people really want you two to get together.
I know, what's that about? It's like, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? We're not compatible on so many fucking levels. We're just going to start fucking dating a girl for the sake of a programme on fucking national television.
You know what? You just said that, and I feel proud of you if you do that. That will show some real...
Yeah, because, I mean, fucking hell, you've got to be able... I can't even speak. She's a hot girl. I think she's fucking hot. No, there's no escaping that, but there's a lot of things I don't like about her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And you can't... Yes, she's hot. Whatever. And do you know what? And I said I'd take her out after this and see if there's, see if I can chat to the girl after this show, not in front of fucking national television. Do you know what I mean? I don't put myself in an awkward position on national television. I don't look like a dick, and certainly don't want to face rejection on national television either. Oh, stressed out now.
And join me on Bit on the Side next week. Our first debate, Sarah and Aaron, will they get together? I think not. I won't be buying a hand anytime soon. At 3:15 this afternoon, Big Brother decided enough was enough with the state of the house.
Adam, would you say that the house is looking a mess?
Yeah, always.
And would you say that your fellow housemates lack discipline?
Absolutely.
Well, today it'll be your job to do something about that.
Amazing.
Your task is to become Big Brother's drill sergeant.
Yes.
And get this house looking spick and span.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Sergeant Adam.
Give him down, drop, give me 20.
Do you want it?
I don't know if we should
Count him out. 1. Count him.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Drop down and give me 20. Drop down and give me 20. You're so lazy, Floor Manager Dave. You're so lazy. The housemates are most certainly in for a drilling. Finally, at 5:23, Becky is singing for her supper.
Chicken knock knocks, when will you be ready? Chicken knock knocks, chicken knock knocks, chicken knock knocks, chicken knock knocks, when will you be ready? Will you be ready in 5 minutes' time? Will you be ready in 10 minutes' time? Chicken knock knocks, chicken knock knocks, chicken knock knocks. When will you be ready?
And Becky's brand new single will be available never. It's bloody terrible. Right, let's go into the sweaty box. I don't know why I always have to sing sweaty box.
And I swing apparently.
You do swing.
I know. That's a bit.
Helen,
Hi.
Lydia, I know you've met.
We have.
So we have a whole online world dying to chat to you.
We have.
Firstly, comments about Lydia.
Well, I have to tell you, for breaking news tonight, you were trending worldwide. Lydia was.
Oh my God.
Alongside, are you ready?
No, sorry, I'm sorry.
Are you ready? Alongside Lauren Hill, Hugh Grant, and Tom Cruise, your name was there, worldwide trending.
Okay,
That's quite exciting.
This is getting better. You've made your mark. Yes, okay.
And also, Empty Poppin, miss out Chris earlier with the eviction.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I know. I was kind of talking about older housemates, meaning I don't know how old Chris was.
Oh,
Chris?
yeah, 21.
Yeah, he's younger. I was talking about the older housemates. Yeah.
Just to clarify.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. Yeah, so lots of Twitter response, Twitter storm you caused tonight. Loads in. Nicole Graham says, "Oh, miss Lydia. She brought so much to the house. Love the dress." Sue Fowler says, "Who do you think is the biggest and best game player in the house, and will it help them win?"
I think that Luke S is a very good game player. I actually respect him for the way he's doing it. He's got his little showmance going. You know, we know Big Brother likes a showmance or a romance. So I think Luke S is the biggest game player. I think it will get him quite far.
You did say that you thought he seemed quite genuine.
Yeah, but he's genuine
but he
with it.
Is, he conforms.
Yeah, he does conform.
So he's not a bad guy, but he conforms.
Yes, exactly. I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he's playing it probably in the best way, which is quite low key. But he's definitely on the ball with what's going on.
And he might be able to win, do you think?
I don't know if he could win, no.
Only time will tell. Nicola Green asks, who's the messiest housemate?
Dina, oh my God. Every night I used to try and get into bed and I had to go flying over a flip-flop or like a dress or something, like she was trying to kill me. Her stuff was just everywhere.
That'll be that knife in your bag again.
Yeah, I'm like, oh. Her stuff was just everywhere. Yeah, exactly. I think she was trying to take me out. Oh my God.
Beth Hart asks, if you were single, Lydia, in the house, who would you snog, marry and evict?
Okay, I would... I'd have to say that I'd snog Scott. I would... What's the next one? Marry Benedict. Oh, and evict Connor.
Graham Daly asks, I like this question, do you think the friendship groups will change now that you've left?
I mean, I tried to give Luke A and Adam some advice and I was kind of saying to them, look guys, you actually need to start getting on with people and like start integrating because otherwise you will be next. So I think that possibly they're going to try and conform and integrate in a way.
But did you not want to do that when you were in there a bit more?
No, I couldn't really be bothered. I was just like, I didn't really have the energy for it. But those two, I think that's what they're going to do. I think I would have tried to have done it had I have stayed after this week.
Guys, thank you. I'm so sorry we're out of time. Thank you to all the guests this evening and our audience. Tune in tomorrow on 5 Star. Alice will be here with Lydia.